Welcome, folks. Here we are again, Del Rivers Show. Couch next to me, one and only Del Rivers.
You know it.
I'm your host, Mark Elliott. And let's see, Del and I were talking about all sorts of stuff. I asked him if anyone had sent in any questions for our Ask Del portion of the show. No questions yet. We were thinking at least Gretchen or some of our cult followers in Japan would send in a question, and we encourage people. I mean, any question you can think of for Del,
right?
You know, any about his comedy career, his eating habits. He'll lie to you, wouldn't tell you he's eating salads.
Yeah, I'm a big guy with food, you know.
So yeah, ask Del questions. Del is constantly got his fingers out there in the blogosphere.
And also, it's at the end of the show. You can skip the whole show just to get to the email at
That's
the end.
right. You can skip the show to get to the email to ask Del questions. You don't have to listen to us babble on.
Here, you push it.
You don't have to listen to us blabber on innately. Before I forget, I would like to send out some condolences to the family and friends of a girl that I knew only as Chopsticks, who actually died very suddenly of a heart attack. She's only 33 years old. And I didn't know her well. I had just met her a couple of times. Del knew her. She was a very good friend of friends of ours, and had apparently a congenital heart defect. And
just like John Ritter. Same thing like John Ritter.
Yeah, well, she was only like 33 or something. I mean, that's, you know. But then there was Sylvester Stallone's son also died, you know. And these things happen. And this sort of slides us back to what I was going to get into on last week's show. Is I want to base the show on medical issues. And, yeah, we're supposed to be a funny ha-ha show. But we started out, it was more like a Dick Cavett kind of just talking.
Conversational.
Yeah, and it we'll go where it goes, and there's always some joking around, but I think later on we'll be talking a little bit about some medical issues, health issues.
As part of the
death. Del is the man in black.
Man in black.
Either Johnny Cash or Eldridge Cleaver. I don't know. So
I thought you liked the mustache and wore the mustache for today.
Somewhat, yeah. Del's working on different personas. He reminds me of John Candy now.
I look like some sort of like French guy, or like my name should be Franco or something.
Earlier, when he came in, he was
like Chef Boyardee.
He attempted to do the worst Hispanic accent I've ever heard. I told him, he said, "You're no Hector Elizondo." That's all I can say.
Yeah. Or Olmos, whatever his name is, Olmos.
Edward James Olmos.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost.
You're completely derailing any train of thought that I had.
There goes the train.
Del, for the last few weeks, he's been coming up with these jokes based on nothing more than these expanded numbers and high digits, which the original joke, I forget, it had something to do with movie stars, and I was trying to get him not to do it, but he was really shoving it. He was pushing that joke.
I thought it was funny.
And then the next one was, I found amusing. It had something to do with the Olympics and Luxembourg getting old, only 5 gold chocolate medals.
Yeah, chocolate coins.
Chocolate coin medals.
Like the ones you get for Christmas.
It's kind of silly and funny. I keep thinking of that, and it's making me laugh more than when I first heard it.
Well, I mean, you got like one athlete. You got to make the guy happy.
So Del was coming up with these high numbers jokes. So I got a high numbers joke. This is dedicated to Del and his high numbers jokes.
Thanks.
And and this is related to, I was going to grill Del more about his diet and not taking care of himself. And so I got now a list of excuses for not eating right.
Oh boy.
Okay. So we got Rosie. We have. Speaking of heart attacks, Rosie O'Donnell has 1,168 excuses. Artie Lang has 473,524 excuses.
Holy cow.
Del Rivers, 20 gabillion excuses. Now, normally Del writes these down so he holds up so you can read it as well as hear it. There's something funnier about seeing the numbers. I don't know,
I'm the poster boy for chocolate and sugar. You know, it's like
You told me you're eating healthy now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
That's a lie. Just I think
I'm not lying. I ate a salad before I came here.
You eat a salad.
But I did have ice cream yesterday.
Yeah, ice
Then I
cream?
snuck out of the
Snuck in
fridge
an ice cream.
One of those ice cream bars.
You're pulling like a Chris Christie over here. Jeez.
Can't help it.
And for breakfast still the non-gluten red hot balls?
No. Yeah. Well, I mean cinnamon.
Cinnamon red hot balls.
Yeah.
Okay. The non-gluten
Breakfast treat.
It's a breakfast treat.
Right.
Yeah. Jesus. And you did have me laughing about this thing you came up with. You called it the Henderson harness. It was a commercial.
It was a commercial idea.
Basically, as he explained it to me, it was nothing but a revamping of a girdle. It's this big fucking thing.
Yeah, I was gonna show a picture of me having a belt to hold up my fat. You know, it's like I don't go out unless I'm wearing my harness, Henderson harnesses.
Henderson harnesses.
You know,
Yeah,
like
I'm laughing at this.
suspenders
I can imagine an infomercial at midnight. This thing hauling in like $20 million a day.
Oh, I
Swear to
know.
God.
Can't wear a belt.
Oh,
wear a
my God.
Henderson harness.
All right. So what's your beef for this week? You got a mystery beef?
Mystery beef. Well, this actually happened to me. It pissed me off. It's what is known as a bathroom tsunami. It's when
Yeah, I'm afraid to ask what this is. This is starting to
Normally I
frighten
don't
me
like
now.
bathroom jokes, but this happens to me once every 5 years.
What happened?
I flush the toilet. Of course,
No.
you know, the water starts coming up, and then all of a sudden it goes over the edge. Now this happened at a school, like one of those school locker type, not school locker, but a school bathroom. And my knees are against the door, and I'm trying to like get out of the door. I'm running, I'm like squirming trying to get out of the door. Water's
You're trying to evade all responsibility for this catastrophe?
the water's pouring all over my shoes from the toilet, and like a big tsunami like happens right out of the
Is
toilet.
this like the first dump you took in 5 days or
No,
something?
I just ran out of there. Somebody pre-clogged it.
It was so pre-clogged.
It was pre-clogged. They closed the bathrooms. It was the tsunami. It like took about 3 or 4 stalls of bathroom water just started like coming after me. I was running like a villager out of control, hanging onto the door, just not. You gonna live? And one time I did it to a friend of mine. I flushed the toilet like in above his house. He just bought a brand new house, and the bathroom tsunami happened.
for crying out
Filled
loud.
up his entire light fixture from above the ceiling, above the toilet. I couldn't believe it.
That'll happen.
That's a beef.
Oh my God.
That's my big beef.
The bathroom tsunami.
Yeah, bathroom tsunamis.
All right, folks, we got to take a commercial break. I need to
He
regain
has to
myself.
he has to regain himself. I have to get the panels out pretty
Jesus.
soon.
Yeah, get the defibrillators and the oxygen. You know.
The oxygen.
Be right back, folks.
Jerry Bruckheimer, in associations with Henbrain Productions, presents Del Rivers on his Locked and Loaded comedy tour, appearing Friday, November 23rd, one night only, at the Henbane Civic Auditorium. All tickets available at Ticketmeister outlets, cash only. The Del Rivers Show, brought to you by Il Duce brand Imperial Laxatives. Make your trains run on time with Il Duce.
And we're back. I've now regained myself. It took a little bit. I was all phlegmed up.
I'm back in black!
Jesus Christ. Please don't ever do that
know.
again. That was really...
Like a rock star, one of those, you know,
You're not Judas Priest.
hair bands, you know, hair guys.
Oh my God. So now, what about the Mystery Dell? What is the Mystery
Oh,
Dell?
the Mystery Dell, are we fast forwarding to that already?
Yeah, I think, why not?
All right.
You want to do the Mystery...
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
want to,
Yeah, why not?
do the Mystery Dell? What's the Mystery
This
Dell?
is the truth. I'm not lying about this.
For those of you who haven't seen the show, Mystery
Something-
Dell is the portion of the show which it was invented by Dell, where he tells me something that I don't know about him. Hence
Right.
the mystery.
Mystery Del.
All right, let me.
Now, you might know something about this, but since the age of 5 to like the age of like 18, 19 years old at least, I had one peanut butter and jelly sandwich per day, every day, without fail.
And we can see the results. I think maybe
Then there was kind of a
the
break.
Peanut Butter and Jelly Council may have.
Yeah. I don't know why there was a break. Maybe when I got my first apartment, I didn't eat peanut butter and jelly, timely wise, but then every so often I come back to it and like it'd be like another 5 years with all peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Really? Do you still eat peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, on occasion.
You do?
Yeah.
You do.
Well, just
Maybe this is causing your medical problem.
I can even go back further. When I was even younger, I used to eat those ugly, those orange circus peanuts that everybody hates.
Those are disgusting.
They're so
Circus peanuts
disgusting.
are revolting. Yeah.
But I was like a 4 or 5 year old. That was like gold to me. I couldn't believe how much I love those things.
Yeah,
when they
I
first came
ate.
out.
We were talking about
Circus
dietary stuff for a while. Yeah, but that's going to be.
It's made out of
We're
some
going to
sort of
do.
plastic.
I think eventually we're going to do an entire Del Rivers show devoted to bad eating habits.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And medical issues. I'm still veering for a show on medical issues. Yeah.
We will run out of those things. Can I read some news items?
Yeah. I was talking to Del earlier about, I used to have a lot of notes and jokes and stuff, and things are getting thin. It's like we're hitting bedrock here on the Del Rivers show.
Bedrock.
Go ahead. Del has some stuff.
I never run out of stuff. I mean, I run out of things that are different sometimes, but I keep the same, pretty consistent.
Run out of good stuff.
It's good stuff. Yeah. You can just kind of like, interject as I go along.
What do you got? Is this the news?
These are based on news stories.
Okay, this is Del Rivers news.
Okay. Jessica Simpson's body isn't bouncing back after pregnancy. Well, it should bounce a little. She's still fat enough.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, Jessica. The government Social Security office, this is a true story. The government Social Security office is stockpiling ammo. They keep buying ammo for some reason.
Right, I read something about that.
Well, this is my guess. Apparently, they want to shoot and kill senior citizens so they can save money for future generations.
Okay, a bit of an Orwellian Del Rivers.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Here's another one, another pregnancy one. Snooki from Jersey Shore unveiled her newborn child.
That's right, Snooki had a baby.
In time for Christmas shoppers, accessories sold separately.
Very good.
Probably a new toy coming out of that.
A little marketing, Del.
This is something surveys have discovered that rich people think differently. I guess spending most of their time thinking about money, unlike the rest of us who can't even afford to pay attention.
Can't even afford to pay attention.
But they do think, just like the poorest of people. They're always thinking about money. Speaking of money, the Price is Right game show. They snubbed Bob Barker at a 40th anniversary bash.
I read something about that.
Poor Bob. I guess most likely because he'd be hitting on all the women. I guess
Real ladies man, Bob Barker?
He was. He would say, "Guess how much I paid for this escort?"
Is it higher or lower than this one?
Yeah, guess how much. McDonald's opens.
Guess how much I paid for this escort.
Not the car, but the escort.
Right. Very good. Very good.
McDonald's recently opened up a meatless restaurant in India. Not a big deal. They haven't served real meat for years.
Did you hear about the Hitler store in India?
No, what happened?
It's this clothing store named Hitler with a big swastika on it.
Are you serious?
Yes. And the owner claimed, he goes, "I really don't know much about Hitler. It's just a name to me." Swear to God.
It kind of goes back to how you like the way they're tailored their suits.
Swear to God. It's so insane. The Israelis were not happy. There was,
I just got a few
They
more.
threatened to send in the Mossad.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
The Matrix movie, the Matrix movie director is now a woman named Lana. I always thought it was a stretch that he was a man anyways. Well, I always think of it, when they're stretching.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a woman.
Okay.
The Matrix. The Chinese Yangtze River mysteriously turned red. Why are they complaining? Red.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
Easy
Okay,
one. That's an
good.
easy one.
That's
Don't
a
have to think too
no-brainer.
much.
That was very good. That was very good.
Cyborg cockroach was built for rescue missions. They actually attach like chips to
It's
a
very
cyborg,
interesting.
to
I
a
saw
cockroach.
that. That is rather fascinating.
But it took hundreds just to move a fire extinguisher and a stretcher.
That's good. I like that.
Couple more.
Very good. That's up to Leno. Leno will give you $50 for that.
Down here, look at it.
Yeah.
Voyager 1 is now past the solar system, and now it really costs money for long distance calls.
Oh yeah.
All right.
AT&T raking it again.
Screwing the consumer. A woman loses a fifth home in a hurricane. You think after the second home she moved north or something?
Yeah,
Like, give me
that's
a break.
crazy.
I don't know.
Jeez.
5 houses, poor lady, I guess. But after 5 houses, you think this lady's a little bit.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I couldn't live in a hurricane zone. I know people who live down south. They put up with that shit.
Last one. I swear this is the last one.
All right,
love.
This is a good roll.
They've been pretty good, haven't they?
Yeah, it's a good.
All right.
This is better than usual.
Better than usual.
I will give you.
A man's love of books gets him arrested after stealing over 1,000 books from a library over a course of 7 years.
Didn't find anything in cuneiform porn, did he?
No, too bad he used them for leveling and not for reading.
Leveling.
I got a table and need some books to keep it level. Oh, jeez. That's my news for the week.
Hey, I have to say, that was one of your snappiest news rolls. You got it, right? Your fingers.
It's like a Star Trek. Hit the lights. There's no applause. Hit the lights.
Oh, God. And we were talking about a part of the show I call Memory Lane, and we've gone through most of these old memories I had when I was roommates with Del 25 years ago, and our friend Jason Brown. That's when I first met Del, and he was, I think he's nuts now. He was really nuts back then.
It was before the vitamins.
The vitamins. He claims that vitamins have cured him.
Cured me, yes.
Entirely.
Helped me.
Yeah.
A lot of vitamin Bs.
Yeah, since the vitamins, he's now very Natalie attired. Johnny Cash.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'll sell you a car for like $300.
I still don't know what accent that is.
I don't know either. I'm just thinking it's a generic,
So he
Spanish.
reminded me, we were talking, we said, what do you remember that we haven't talked about? And he said, that you remember when I was unemployed and he used to just sit and play with Jason's cat for hours. The cat was terrified of me, wouldn't come near me, but Del had this little paper ball.
No, it's ping pong ball.
Oh, ping pong ball, yeah, and he'd sit on the stairs for hours and just play it with the cat. And he did remember this incident where the cat got into my room and chewed up my negatives. I used to shoot black and white photographs.
It ate 'em.
And I found out that cats, for some reason, are drawn towards those old negatives. They chew on them. Yeah, they're like the chemicals or something.
Yeah, it's sweet.
And I remember coming into the room and the cat looked up at me like I caught him masturbating. He had this look of guilt and terror on his face. Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then Del was saying earlier that he had an old friend who went to jail for some shit, and he said the guy's mugshot looked like Mohammed Atta. Yeah.
It's funny how someone can have nice, neat hair, and then once they get thrown in jail or beat up by the cops or something, their hair just goes up. It's incredible.
So, okay, I guess end of the line. That's
Yeah.
it. We're done for this week, and
Okay. Time's up, I guess.
time is pretty much up. We're keeping things a little shorter because Del was implying a while ago that I talk too much.
Uploads. It's the uploading.
Yeah,
problem.
he's complaining that the uploads take too long. So our shows are a little bit shorter, and I think maybe some of our viewers will be going,
Easier
shut
to
these guys up.
digest. Speaking of food again.
If there's anyone except for Gretchen and 2 people in Tokyo watching this catastrophe. Okay. Excuse me. But I encourage you, anyone who does watch this, catch the email at the end, write some questions to Del Rivers, and he will answer them on the following show.
Or if you have a cure for phlegm.
Yeah.
I tend to get that
We'll
here.
see you next week.
Take care.
Oh, man. Seizing up here.
Jeez. Get some cough drops. Ricola.
I prefer the Ludens.
Oh, what about the Smith brothers?
Smith, that's the one I
The
was
two,
thinking.
the two bearded guys. Amazing.